Welcome everybody to the greatest stream in the world. The greatest Forex stream in the world. Fucking Jeevan.
Yo, good morning, rakeel.
Hey, how you doing?
Everything is great.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Raja.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
How is everybody? Fine Tuesday.
How's everyone doing? Everyone with their unmuted mics.
Yo, Sanjeev in the video.
What's that?
Is Sanjeev in the video?
I don't have the video. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yo.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, morning.
Morning.
See, this is the area where I was looking for to reject. This area right over here. My stops were at 145, 800, and I was like, okay, you know what? If it makes it, because this was the low it created yesterday. I mean, on Friday, and then yesterday it broke this low. So this is what I wanted it to respect, to come down to the wick fill, but I guess it started dropping even more.
Yeah, it dropped like in the first 5 or 10 minutes of London Open. It was
Oh,
really quickly.
wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting this big of a drop, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I still got one position open over there. I'm just gonna hold it at break even.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Congrats, man.
Hey, yes.
Nice trade.
Thank you.
Can you explain where did you enter, or maybe you have done it already?
Yeah, I entered around like 145, 670. Hold on.
But based on 30 minutes?
I had a 145, 600 and 145, 4. It was based on the 4 hour. I mean, we had this low, so this 4 hour was still open. You know, this one was still open. So I had stops like above this candle, like around 145, 800. And I was expecting, like, you know, if this respects this area, then I have a bigger move to catch, like down to 145, 200 at least. Right? And then all the way down to this wick fill. This was the idea. But I guess London Open just dropped it more.
Because we had a 30-minute bearish candle that I thought that was your entry, but
Oh, right here? Oh, no. No, my
Yeah, that
entry
one.
my entry was based on the
On the
4
4
hour.
hour.
Yeah, and then I went to bed.
yeah, that's why I was like, he normally wouldn't hold for 100 pips with 5 lots. Like you had to be sleeping or you went out, or I don't know, but wow.
Man, I was so pissed because I missed the whole move because I woke up and around 8 a.m. and I saw that the
Yeah.
GG is starting, to create the bearish candles, and I thought, okay, I will wait for it to create some more, and I fell asleep and I woke up and I saw this whole move down. I was pissed.
So Rakeel, you had to take profit and you left it.
No, I had it open, and I went to bed. I had a trailing stop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very nice, man.
yeah, played out nice. Almost got 100 pips. Almost.
Very, very nice.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
I like your GJ trade.
Yes.
I was gonna catch it in London, but I woke up late and so missed the whole move.
Man, these 2 months have been really, really, really good. Like November and December, these have been the best months of the year here for me.
I'm currently in EJ buys.
Ooh, EJ buys.
You're still holding because we are at resistance right now.
It's my runner and I'm in from
Oh,
122 170. So
Ooh.
I'm not
Okay, because if you look at the 1 hour, right now we're at resistance.
It's my runner. I think I'm targeting 122 410, but let's see.
1, 2, 2, 4, 10.
That's
Oh,
a
I see.
possibility. Like for that one last push up.
Yeah. My entry is far. I've got my run at break even, but it was at 170, so it's still far away.
Nice.
Yeah, so the good thing about the charts now is like if you look at gold has made a high at like 1480, and there's another high at like 1484. So gold is going to head over there. I mean, if US data is bad, if the news is bad, gold is heading up.
Yeah.
This is nice support here too, 1478.
Yeah, I'm waiting for support to be created at 140, like 1479, so I could take a buy.
No, 30-minute gold looks like nice if it could create a support because it broke the previous high.
Ooh, what's this? Egypt eyes. Very nice. Oh, was this a sell stop on GJ? Think so. Looks like it.
Hey Rakeel,
Hey,
what do you think about if you go on gold 30-minute and if we could get like, you see, we are retesting like the previous broken high. So if we could get like a bullish candle, that would be a nice buy, or you're looking for something else?
yeah, that's my idea. I'm looking for buys on gold.
Yeah, same. But I'm looking on this 30-minute because my support is around 140.79.
Yeah, I mean, if I get some confirmations on gold here, I'm buying gold. Like, I mean, this candle's about to close. The 30-minute candle's about to close right now. So we're gonna see.
Funny part is, man
Rakeel, if
said,
you zoom out a little bit on gold, on the 4 hour,
Yep.
wouldn't this be resistance for you? Like, oh, this area.
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah, I see it. But like the thing is, I'm looking at you're looking at the smaller time frames now,
Yeah.
right? So this is resistance. If this forms support, we are heading up. If if it's going to respect that resistance which you pointed out, then it
Uh-huh.
shouldn't respect this at like 1470
Okay, yeah, I
78.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
So what do you think on GJ Rakeel? Do you think since momentum is down, it's going to keep going down, or do you think that's like the low of the weekly wick and now it's going to start to head back up and fill those wicks? Because that's
Well,
kind of what I'm thinking.
yeah, the weekly is bullish. The only thing is there's CPI for the pound tomorrow. There's CPI, and then you got the interest rates. Like it's almost at the same price where it went up from, last week. So you might see some sort of ranging here, like between 145, 400, and like where price is right now. So I mean, so far,
will CPI be? Go ahead.
CPI is tomorrow, and right now GJ is ranging.
So that's like big news for the pound.
Yes.
Okay.
good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh man, I am sick. I have flu.
Oh,
Yeah. How are you?
good man. I'm great.
Good, good.
Yeah, I have flu as well. My voice is gone.
Oh man, get well soon.
Oh,
Got
what's
bronchitis.
this? Oh, already in gold buys. Why?
So fast.
This is such a
No confirmations.
no confirmation. All like the candles are bearish. I mean, I don't know. That's just such a dumb trade. Sorry, Alex, but I gotta say it how it is.
I think it was a buy stop based
Oh,
on what.
it was a buy stop.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't be too confident in this buy stop, even if this was a buy stop. I mean, I'm just gonna wait for support to be formed and then we'll try to take some buys.
Roger, I'm looking at your Instagram. Were you trying to say c'est la vie?
C'est la vie, yeah, but I can't spell it.
Yeah.
French.
But you got a lot of people that speak French in Canada, right?
That's
Yes.
in Montreal, though, like on that side.
I actually looked about moving to Canada, and yeah, they have to have a language test in both English and French.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far GJ looks like, it's trying to do a little bit of a retracement here because if you look, it's created a support on the one. Oh, what's this? It's created a support on the 1 hour here. So now the only thing it needs to do is for it to go down, it needs to break below this area down here, but looks like it's just gonna go up to do a little bit of a retracement. That's the big move down. If there's lower highs and higher lows, does this mean the market has undecided which way to go? Harambe, I think now you have really made things complicated by saying if there's a lower high and a higher low. You've made things complicated for yourself. What you had to say was if price is ranging, that's it. Because if you're looking at higher lows and lower highs, or that's you just trying to complicate things for yourself. So good luck with that. Alright. What's this? Ooh. Euro AUD 4 hour daily and forward expecting a rejection. 4 hour maybe go down. Yep. That makes sense. So you're waiting for some sort of a resistance to be formed. Still holding GJ. Yeah, I got one position. I'm holding one position which stops at break even.
Hey, Raja.
Hey.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the fake out video you made recently.
Oh yeah.
I really like those trades. Specifically to gold right now, you drew your. I understand where you drew your resistance because you're matching up with previous resistance, but you kind of have a little lower from the most recent resistance, almost looking like a fake out. I guess my question to you is where would you like to see price close to then be sell biased?
First, my question is, are you talking about resistance or support?
I meant support. Sorry. Yeah, support.
Yeah, see. So you're talking about sells?
I'm not sell biased right now. I want to
Yeah.
make it clear, but I was thinking if it were to close below, around 1478.99,
Yeah.
I'd be more sell to take it down, or sell bias to take it down.
See, I would look at it from the fact that okay, if the 1 hour, if I get a 1 hour close below, let's say 1478.20 or 30, then I would consider this move up as a fake out, right? Because then if you can get a candle closing below 1478.20, that would mean now the candle is now respecting this area as resistance, and it closed below it, which would give us more confirmations. Okay, now we could potentially head down to, this area right over here.
Yeah.
But if price respects 1478.20 or 30, and it creates some sort of a bullish candles in this area, then that would give us confirmations that okay, gold made a high right over here. It's making a support because it created resistance here. So now it should continue moving up.
Gotcha. I'm on the same page.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm basically just waiting for this to see how price reacts to this area here.
Silence.
I know everybody's so focused.
Daniel Cluzy. My trailing stop was around 25 pips because GJ had room to go down. I mean, if we look on the 4 hour here, if we look on the 4 hour now, if we measure from here, this wick was around 52 pips, and I was like, okay, if this is a 52 pip range, and if my trailing stop can be around like 25 pips, that will still like lock me into 25 pips without stopping me out. But it just kept on falling down. Very simple. I have mixed views on EJ. Can you please look and break it down? Well, if you post it, we shall look at it.
Send the chart.
Yes, you need to send a
Please.
chart, please. All right, what's this? Remember me from yesterday? Cashed out on shells thanks to Methodology. Oh, nice. Nice. Awesome, man. Yeah, GJ is just gonna range today. I think it's just gonna range because, like, if you look, there's a lot of news for GJ tomorrow. We go to Wednesday, the CPI, and then we got interest rates for GJ. Thursday. I have a feeling GJ might just end up ranging today. We shall see. Gold is reacting to this level. If you were in trade and is it profits and you close early before a big move, that move in your favor, will you regret not holding longer? No, I will not regret it because that's happened to me a lot of times, you know. And when you close a position, you understand that okay, this can continue going. That's when you so whenever I close a position, I understand that this has the ability to continue on going. Because like when you take a position, you close a position, you understand both sides of the market. Like you understand that okay, if I close it too early, it can go in my favor. If I close it too late, it might end up stopping me out. So you got to keep those things in mind. Like looking at gold here, someone can take a buy here, realizing that okay, they can either get stopped out because the candle's still bearish, or this can continue to go up. On the other hand, someone like me can just say okay, I'm just going to wait to see if there's a bullish confirmation and then take a trade, knowing that this one candle can continue going bullish as well. What are your confirmations? Well, I'm still waiting. My confirmation is going to be a bullish candle here, preferably on a 30-minute time frame. That's what I'm going to look for, on a 30-minute time frame.
Looking at the M15, could you say too that right now we're creating the low of the M30 and it could potentially just continue to rocket from here?
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, I was thinking to place a buy stop at 1479.5, just above the hourly. once it reverses bullish, I would expect a push with the New York Open.
It's gotta chill. Gotta relax. I'm understanding how you draw support resistance. How to do you or what do you look at to draw a horizontal line? Seems very precise. Well, no, it's not precise. Just look at just look at the resistance and draw a line over there. It's very simple. Like I've been doing this for the past 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. So you look over here, it doesn't make any sense. You look left, you're like, oh, okay, makes sense over here, and then you draw it here. And now, once it's drawn, you expect the price to respect it. If price respects it, you're like, oh, perfect. I guess it works. And then if it's respecting it, you're like, okay, perfect. I'll take a buy then. And then hopefully price goes up and you have a winning trade. Can I ask the target on gold somewhere around 1482? Yeah, I mean, that's going to be the target right there, 1482, 1484. Jeevan said 1491. So I don't know.
King Jeevan has spoken. Let's see. Wow, that's
1491 would be great.
I was gonna say, holy crap! I gotta really open up my
Your mind.
Oh, that huge wick.
What are you talking about, Roman? Gold.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's a US dollar news here later on.
Yeah, but they're like very weak, right?
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens. Do you still think trading as stressful, or were you able to cancel out that feeling? I think the best way to cancel out the stress feeling in trading is to just focus on 1 or 2 trades. Because if you don't focus on 1 or 2 trades, then trading is going to get really, really stressful, because you're going to make a lot of decisions that will not be profitable, and then that's going to affect your psychology a lot.
I read somewhere that the human being can only make like 5 correct decisions in a day. Something like that.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I was called by Rakeel to speak on Zoom on his Instagram live.
Oh
he said
yeah.
if I'm in the Zoom chat and I'm not talking, I should be on YouTube. So I'm here.
Yeah, he was talking. I'm like, hey, yeah, that's right. How are you, man? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Caught GJ sales during London.
Oh, nice.
So kind of done for the day. Just coming in to learn.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to take a trade this morning, but I'll see what happens. How did you decide to trade the pairs that you trade? Well, it was a gradual process. I was trading UJ, and then someone said, look at GJ, and we started looking at GJ, then we started trading GJ, and then we started trading gold from the start, and just stuck to GJ and gold, basically. You know, you also got to choose pairs that move, you know, that have some sort of movements. So gold has enough movements, and GJ has enough movements. See, now the 15 minute has tapped into this level. I'm going to be more inclined to look for buys if this current 15 minute candle starts breaking the high of the previous 15 minute candle, because that's going to flip the 30 minute candle bullish. And if I'm going to do that, my stop is going to be below the previous 15 minute candle, let's say around 1478 to be okay. Oh yeah, this will be like a 10-11 pip stop for almost a 12-15 pip gain, and if there's still momentum, we should continue moving up.
Yes.
You did a GJ trade long yesterday. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I got caught. Because that was the Asian session yesterday. Was it in the Asian, right? That
No,
was the
it was
Asian
in.
session.
Was it in Asian or was it in New York?
It was in New York because then
It
it
was in
flipped
New
around.
York. Yeah.
No, that was an Asian session.
No, it was an Asian. Yeah, yeah.
Asian session.
Yeah.
Didn't we take a?
I remember you were talking about it on
Yeah.
Slack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You took
Yeah,
a back.
Yeah,
that was an
motherfucker.
Asian session right over here. This one. This was the Asian Open here.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh
took
yeah,
that
that
time.
was my trade.
Oh, Khan is talking about NY. Oh yeah, you gotta watch the stream. You have to go rewatch the recap because that's done yesterday. We're talking about today right now. Gold looking like a good buy. Yeah, gold need to show some confirmations. If it stays above this level, it's a buy. If it breaks below it, I'm gonna start looking for sells.
GCAD on the 30 minute looked good for a trade. It made a low and then went up, created resistance, and then dropped.
Which pair?
GBP CAD.
Oh. Yeah, it did. Continuing down over here. So now what gold is trying to do. Just gotta wait and see. Do you have a plan B if candlestick able to break the support? Yes. So if it closes below this area, then I'm going to start to look for sells. Oh, Ted's looking at the same idea. Perfect. Yeah, buying right now is going to get really risky. You know, can't buy right now. You have to wait for, you know, candles to flip bullish first to buy. Oh, what's this? Someone sent a chart. What chart is this? UJ. Resistance and support. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Ranging. Yeah, so your zones are marked nicely. That's good. Do you recommend to read or watch to get better? What do you recommend better? My stop loss. Get the right analysis, but I get stopped out 40-50%. Well, Alex, I think you need to send more charts, because the more I see personally what you're trading, what you're analyzing, the better I'm going to be able to see what you're doing, because there's nothing you can read. There's nothing you can read that's going to tell you to maybe hold or put stop loss at break even or stuff like that. It's just a matter of doing it. Like last night I took a sell. I took sells on GJ. I
What I
had
wanted
a
to do is do a quick refresher with everybody. But what I want to do, but I wanted, so we want to, you know, price has essentially a range, right? We come down, and then we came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, you know, came down,
Do it yourself.
came up, came down.
I thought he was talking to me. I don't know what was going on.
I was like, that's a lot of ranging.
He's watching one of my videos. Like,
Oh.
Oh.
I was like, that voice sounded familiar, but I
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
Wait.
the same. Morning.
Morning, Ted.
Morning.
Oh. I'm guessing that was like UC or something. A lot of ranging. US dollar CHF.
I think that was the last refresher we did.
Barry's trying to get me to fight Chris. Yes, it looks smashing today, as you Brits would say.
Look, go on my hair. It's too early. I've got issues, man.
Smashing.
You know, if GJ drops it further, that's awesome, because my runner is going to keep running. But essentially, if you're looking at GJ, this is a range. Oh man, this is a 50 pip range?
Yeah, we missed that drop.
Damn. I thought this would be like 30 or 35. This is a 50 pip big range.
I was looking for a buy off that, yeah. But I'm glad I waited. I saw the 630 close bearish or bullish. I was like, but I'm glad I waited. I got dragged out of it fast.
What's this?
Yeah, it looks like GJ's heading down to give back all the gains it made on Thursday last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna tap into like 144, 150 to 14400, and then we should start to go up.
How's everyone doing?
Great. How are you?
A little bit of a repeat for a couple of things we've introduced. I've introduced like candle trends.
What the fuck is going on here? Hey, Luke. Luke keeps going. Luke, we keep. Yeah, we keep hearing your webinar in the background, man.
I'm sorry, man. I was just trying to find out stuff. I'm sorry, I'm new.
Oh yeah.
So nice to meet you guys. My name is Luke.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey.
Welcome.
So
Hey, Luke, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you, man.
I thought it was another Raja.
No, Luke joined us yesterday. I activated his account. Oh, you're watching the old videos here.
Oh yeah, I was just looking around what was all there. So.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this? Euro AUD. We have an orange line, and then we have a line going from the top left corner to the bottom right corner, blue line. What does this mean? You have to provide some more substance to this chart. Some more substance is required.
Hey, Rakeel, what's going on, man?
Hey, man, how are you?
I'm good, bro. What's up, everybody?
Morning.
What's up, man? Hey, Chris. Good morning.
Morning, man. Morning, dude.
This is great.
Oh, what's going on with the screen?
I was gonna say, what
Yeah,
what
I
did
don't
you guys
know
see on
why.
the screen?
I seen Monty's.
I just see Chris on my
Chris,
screen, man. Full screen. 32-inch with Chris dancing.
Yeah, had a little technical difficulty
Yeah,
over
that's
here.
not good for showing off my hair. You done that on purpose.
Nah, I kind of liked Monty dancing. It was dope.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
doing a GoFundMe for some hair implants, just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah, gold's being really nice right now. And then my targets are like 1483, 84. Just that previous zone on the 4 hour.
That looks right. That looks right. I agree with that. Rakeel, what broker do you use? Chris Bowman. I think you should leave this stream right now because, I mean, if you're asking me the question what broker I use, if you scroll down in the description, it's all the information is there. I even added the live streams are from Monday to Friday, so no one asks, oh, are these every day? Come on.
Hey, you mean you guys don't trade on Sunday mornings like I do?
Oh, what?
Yeah, I always like to get a couple of pips on Saturday morning as well.
Right? I thought we all were supposed to be doing that.
All right, what's this? Confirmation 30-minute bullish close above, got in on the pullback of the next candle retest, had stop loss at the bottom of the confirmation candle. I got stopped out by the spread. I think this sad face doesn't make any sense because I mean, when this kind of closed bearish, you should have been out of the trade. You know, because I mean, logic dictates that we have to wait for a candle to flip in our direction before it goes up. You know, of course, this was a breakout candle. So after a breakout, you know, usually gold either keeps on going or it's going to come down to create a support and then go up. So I think when this candle closed bearish, this was your confirmation to maybe get out of the trade and wait for, like, you know, a better confirmation, which if it shows up here, I'm going to take a buy. So I have to wait.
Oh no, Chris put his hood on. Man,
Yeah,
too many
Mark.
shots.
On all Assassin's Creed, man.
I was gonna say too many shots fired too early in the morning.
just in case there's a shine off the top of my head that's all messing it up, you know.
Can't see my charts from the glare. Yeah.
What a bastard, Roman.
Someone wanted me to take shots at his hair. There it is. You're welcome.
You asked for it.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah.
How do you take partial profits on MT4? I don't know, like you right click your positions and you go to modify and then you change the volume you have open and you change it to the volume you want to close and then you hit close and it's going to close that partial position. What's your target on gold? Isn't there major resistance at 1480? Yeah. No, that's a minor resistance. If you look on 4 hour, there's this big ass, like there's nothing here on the, like it's a clean candle here, right? So if you're looking at the small time frames, I mean, it made a high at like 1480 and now it's tapping into the support 1478. Some people are already in buys from down here. Send me charts. And if this 30-minute candle starts to break the high of the previous 30-minute candle, I'm going to enter a buy and I'm going to have my stop below the previous 30-minute candle. Because once it breaks the high of the previous one, then, like, you know, it's been in this small downtrend making lower highs and lower lows. So if this kind of breaks the previous high, then this little downtrend will be broken, nullified. So I'll get an entry. And then we shall go on our merry way going up.
All the way up.
Up, up and away. What's your biggest tip? My biggest tip is to focus on 1 or 2 trades a day. That's my biggest tip. It's a very simple tip. It's a very, very simple tip, but it's the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
When people don't do that, they lose all day long because they trade all day long.
That's fact.
You know, like if I can sit over here, like sometimes my trades are 7:30 right now. It's been an hour. Really? Wow. Yeah, like sometimes, you know, by this time my trades are done, and the rest of like 2-3 hours to just like sit and just talk and answer questions and. Yes. So, you know, this is demand over here, and that's supply over there. We created a supply, and now we're tapping into a demand. When something is in high demand, what happens? People buy it. It's high demand. It goes up. And supply is at the top because, you know, where does the rain comes from? Rain comes from the sky, right? So the rain is supplied from the top. That's what supply is at the top. And this is 1479, and this is the range. We can safe space.
Like you're repeating everything in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, making people think I'm drawing these things.
Well, it's just, you're right. The idea is, once again, is we leave this area here, and as soon as we get a clean candle to leave, we have to go back up to here. And then the reason why I put these lines is so that, you know, one, your target is safe, you're away from these wicks, and two, your target is safe. If we're going up, we're leaving. So that's where you're out of that zone. You don't want to be taking buys in here. Taking buys in here is incorrect because we can continue going down to here. Same as trying to, you know, close your position in here is tough because it could reject right away and pull all the way back. So the idea is you want to stay out of those areas.
Yeah, you know, so what you're going to find is that it's going to get really hard if you don't wait for confirmations. It's going to get really hard to trade if you're not patient enough and you're not waiting. Because here's the thing, if this doesn't respect this support, it's coming down to, you know, like 1476 or even down to like 1474. It's also news coming in too, so we got to be very cautious. We got to be cautious like a thief. That way. Man, the best scenario is going to be if this 30-minute candle closes bullish above, you know, till like here, and the next just goes up. Want this one to close something like this, and the next one just goes up like this.
Yeah, I just don't want that 8 o'clock to have a. If that 8 o'clock gets a massive pullback with a bullish candle on the 30-minute here, I want to be cautious a bit. It just seems like we're ranging.
Yeah.
The 15-minute time frames still haven't flipped. We're still bearish, but we're in a support area, so at any given point that could flip very quickly if we are going up. But my buy stop's way above the 15-minute candles. So I'll wait to see. I mean, it does pose well. I mean, if in theory, if this support holds, your line here, this support line holds, you might find that we wick down and then we push all the way up. So I mean, that would be the theory, because if you look at what's happening, or the story that's being told, is people are pushing the market down, and then when the market opens at 8 a.m. we're going to get an influx of orders that are going to push the market back up into 1480. So that could be the story that we're telling. So this area here could come back to be hit again, and this area here, right here, this area here is all liquidity. So the candles may come back into here, and then as the market starts, the North American market, in the next 20 minutes, after that we may start to head up through here, continuing on with the trend which was from London.
Formation on the 4 hour looks good. Like it's just creating like a lower wick now.
Right.
And then it'll flip at that point, and that there could be good momentum then. Well, there will be at that point.
Someone asked me what leverage you use to trade. I said 1 to 300, and then he said, "Wow, it's risky, bro."
So then why'd you ask?
And then he said, "You keep your stops out a bit long." And then I said, "Stop messaging me about this." And then he said, "Oh, why you got triggered?" Because that's a stupid question. Man, questions about what broker you use, what lever you use. I mean, those are just simple questions you can find on the internet. You can Google it. Okay, what's this? What is this? Oh, someone sent the wrong chart. If we don't break above 122.350, we head down or going to retest 122.500. Makes sense. However, I'd be looking. See, now this is what I don't understand. Why would you have a support over here, and then why would you have a take profit below this support? This support right here. I think your sell stop should be below this yellow support you have, because your TP is going all the way through support. But hey, it can work. Who knows? What should I do if I don't feel confident in taking scalp trades? Then don't take scalp trades. Take swing trades. Should I start with smaller lot size until again? Yeah, so I think you should start with a smaller lot size. Start with small lot size, start by 1 or 2 trades, and see how your confidence is. The trick is you got to do this for at least 2 months. For 2 months, if you can just focus on 1 or 2 trades every day, then you will start to have a statistical data. Then you start to understand that, okay, in this month I've taken, so there are what, 21 trading days in a month. If you're taking, like, let's say average of 1.5 trades, that comes to around, like, let's say 35 trades a month. So now you're going to have data that, okay, out of these 35 trades, how many trades were successful and how many trades did not succeed. So if your win rate is going to be above 50%, then you're going to have an idea that, okay, maybe my win rate is above 50%. Now I can start to look at where were my losses from and try to correct those losses. But if you take more than 2 trades a day, your statistical data is going to get fucked up, because it's going to involve some dumb trades, some good trades, so that's not going to make sense at all. Should I tie my beard up and should I brush it? Well, it depends how long it is. If it's longer than 2 inches, you can probably tie it up. If it's shorter, then you should just brush it. Can I ask for daily target? Is it best to set a number or trade or profit? That all depends on your plan. My plan is to take a trade and focus on 10 to 12 pips, and that's my plan every day coming onto these live streams. That is my plan, and I stick to my plan. Silver Smurfer, how I donate? Well, if you can't figure that out, then you can't do that. I would say instead of giving me money, give money to a homeless person outside. I have enough. Waiting for confirmation to continue up. Gold there finally closed above resistance. Yeah, look for the same things over here. Now see, we're trying to flip over here now. Trying to flip over here. So now if I want to take an entry over here, expecting that this is the low formed on the 30-minute candle, can this work out? Can this work out? Because if the
target 410 is going to be hit on EJ.
Yeah.
This high needs to break on gold.
Ooh, Keval is winning over here. Yeah, because looking at the 15-minute candle, this 15 minutes is about to close now, and it's created this low over here. So now if you translate that to the 30-minute candle, so now you can expect that the 30-minute candle has created a low down over here. And in the anticipation that the 15-minute this closes bullish, that in turn says that now there's a high probability for the 30-minute candle to close bullish as well, because the 15-minute closed bullish. So when the 30-minute candle closes bullish, that gives confirmation that the next 30-minute candle should also continue bullish. Interesting, isn't it? What do you think about Heiken Ashi chart? I have no idea. Would you ever create a separate account just to focus on growth and retirement? That would be sick. No, not really. I mean, I have enough to last me for the next 20 years without working. If I live on canned food. So I'm trying to grow that so I can live on steaks for the next 20 years. Yeah, I got in a buy on gold over here. Got in a buy on gold over here.
Yeah, I'm into. Looks like a nice strong 15-minute.
Yeah, 15-minute close bullish, so that's keeping me in, so I'm gonna stay in this. The only good thing is that the GJ sells from overnight. It took me up a lot. So now this is like a very tiny risk compared to the profits. I mean, this is like maybe.
That was a good trade, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well done.
$14.78.09 is my stop loss, which is 7 pips, 8 pips. Raja arrow indicator is a sure thing. No, sometimes the arrow indicator doesn't really work. First time in New York session. Chase's YouTube channel sent me here. Oh, oh, Todd Capital Group. Yeah. Have you had a blown account? Yes, 2. See, now the 15-minute candle closed bullish. It closed a weak bullish, but it's also created this low. So the anticipation is that if this created a low, then this low, if this is gonna continue going up, then this low is also the low of the 30-minute candle. So 30-minute should have no business coming down here if it's gonna go up. So if this closes bullish, I think we're good to go. Oh, nice. Caval reached target. Very nice trade. Beautiful trade.
Thanks. I've been in it for a while there.
Yeah, I can see that. A couple hours there.
Yeah. You know what's helped me a lot recently is looking at the 1 hour. I don't know why. It's just using the 1 hour a lot has helped a lot.
It's confirmation stuff, I think. It just helps a bit.
Yeah, I think it's because 1 hour is probably stronger confirmation.
Yeah, for sure. I used to use that a lot more.
Yeah, the hardest thing is to just wait it out for the 1 hour.
That's the problem. That's the only issue.
Just to wait it out.
Rakeel, this could be the wake of the 4 hour on gold.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude, you're like 4 hours late. I said that earlier.
Oh, sorry, mate.
God damn.
I'm sorry.
Trying to claim it.
I'm stealing your ideas.
You carry on. I'm not trading. It's good.
Ooh, someone did 5K this week. Beautiful. We got 10 minutes left for this to close. It's 15 minutes needs to flip and close bullish. For anyone, trying to copy this trade, man, first of all, don't copy trade. Second of all, if you're going to do it, just understand your risk. Understand your risk. My risk with this trade is that if this hits my stop, I'm going to lose almost $350. That's my risk for this trade.
Like 10% of what you made today, right?
Yes, almost.
Yeah, so that's nothing.
Yeah, man.
Raja, what do you think about make martingale with your trades? Do you have big profitability every day you win? So what do you think, even if you lose, take the next trade with double risk? No, I don't do that. I just follow my own plan, because here's the thing, man. The markets will always do the same things over and over again, because the one of the big reasons is that because like normally market is moved by human perception. I believe that it's moved by human perception, how people view the markets. If the 90% are losing all the time, the markets is just doing the same thing over and over again, because the majority just thinks the same. And if I just focus on the same things every day, then I'm gonna, like, it just makes sense in my head. If this closed bearish, what will you do? Well, if this 15-minute closes bearish, I'm going to exit my trade. Because then the 30-minute candle is going to finish bearish. So then I'm just going to exit my trade. It's very simple. You just hit the X button on your MT4, or you swipe left and you close on your mobile app, and then you just close the position. There's no need to hold it or pray it's going to go up or anticipate. No, you wait for your confirmations. If the confirmation is not there, you just close the trade. Simple. It's just like if you're with the partner and they keep on screwing around, you just end it. There's no need to hold it. No need to hold the relationship, just end it. It's the same thing with trading here and trades. When you're in an open position and it's finishing bearish, all you gotta do is just end it, close it. That's it. I did not copy your trade. I always trying to get the idea on how you execute your trades. Oh, no. I'm just talking generally speaking.
This 1 hour flip bullish on gold.
Oh yeah, that'll be nasty.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh man.
Oh man. Oh man.
If the 30-minute close bullish, we are in the money.
We are in the money.
Oh yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Six minutes left, ladies.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And Rakeel, why did you trade at London today?
I didn't trade London today.
But the 4-hour trade you made on GJ?
Yeah, that was from Asian section.
Oh, okay.
The ham is looking good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this hourly needs to flip and make a top wick, so I think we're good.
Yeah. That would be good.
Like Rakeel says, be Gucci.
There we go. Here comes the volume.
I am up 3 pips.
Come on, gold.
I'm up 4 pips.
Give me what I need, baby, so I can go.
15-minute looks really good.
Yeah,
Making that
it-
little arch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's making
see?
that
30
little arch
minute.
thing.
Even 30-minute look good.
30-minute bullish engulfing looks
30,
good.
30
Broke the-
minute broke the high of the previous 30 minute.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say.
Now the thing is, will this NY Open push it to the promised land?
Or will it drop?
That's the $1,000,000 question, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, Kervin.
Yeah, man. How are you, my friend?
Very good, and you?
Yeah, man, good. You know, I'm here ready with my Vaseline, so let's see. Pull back 8 a.m. and then push 8:01. It's gonna be wild though. So tie your stop losses and let it be.
Okay, well, yeah, you said it before. On 480 first target. Okay, baby, we're ready to rumble.
Let's go.
You always say to yourself, how could I be in this trade? Can you explain that for the trade you took on gold, please? Well, I'm already in the trade. How am I supposed to explain how can I be in the trade? Oh, I think if you
He meant, how did you take it?
Oh, I think you need to watch the recap. Like, you'll have to watch the recap. I explained it 4 or 5 times. You need to be here on time.
On time.
On time.
This is free, so the minimum you can do is be on time.
Yeah, unless you want to play.
Someone said I just got in buys. Oh, it's gonna sell now. Oh.
I have a small buy limit 1477, stop loss 1476, 10 pips stop loss, and let's see if they drop and then continue going up.
Yep, I think so too.
Looks fishy to me.
Why, man? Why fishy?
Man, because we had the 8 a.m. pullback. Usually, it's hard. It's about
No,
20
sometimes
pips.
it just flies, man.
Yeah, sometimes. That's why I have a trade right now, and like Raja said, I'm like almost a break even, but my stop loss is tight. But I have another buy limit standing. Let's see.
What do you have the buy limit?
1477 and stop loss 1476. I'm not risking more than 10 pips on that buy limit, but I think gold's gonna continue going up. But they may retrace a little bit.
See.
And then fly.
Are you going to put
So let's-
stop? Oh, yep. Someone asked if I'm going to put stop loss on gold. Man, I think half the stream is blind or something. Seriously.
You see the red shadow? That's the stop loss.
Where? I can't see it.
What color is
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. God damn.
Alright, what's this? Momentum is clearly up, so I'm looking at buying a lower time frame demand zone. The untested zone is 30-minute zone, looking buy at 114.76. Oh, okay. Alex is trying to
Yeah.
buy down there. Yeah, that makes sense. Thoughts on people who over leverage on trading news events, like people will use 20 lots on $900 account. I think they should stop trading. I mean, that's just such a dumb thing to do. Trading news just because you're a new trader and you want to gamble on news? Man, good luck. Oh, this GJ's keep on dumping. I brought my stops at like 144, 770 on GJ. I'm trailing my stops there.
Okay, 30-minute close.
Oh, 30-minute close bullish.
Yep.
1 hour close bearish.
We need a 30-minute. on, come on, baby.
Oh.
Another fart in the water brought to you by Geico.
Geico. Geico insurance. Oh no!
God damn! You see, bro? Come on! I got stopped.
Yeah, I closed at 5 pips. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm gonna look for re-entries at like 1479, 50.
I've got a buy stop there. 50.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that's a better idea. $14.79.50.
Yeah, watch now. It's gonna rip up.
Wow. GJ is still falling.
Yeah, I think so. There was the 8 a.m. pullback, so we're good. But
Yeah,
I got it stopped out.
It's if the pullback's not as heavy, like sometimes it could make even a low. It could break the previous low of the previous hourly wick and then still continue up. But we didn't do that, so we're good.
Holy shit, GJ is still going.
Yeah, GG is still dying. You're making millions on that trade, huh, Raja? I saw your entry, man. That was an insane entry.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Oh, wow. What
Yeah,
a
get
nice
out.
close on gold.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful close on gold.
Welcome to the candy shop.
Yeah, this is the gold candy shop right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so now it's broken below that support. So now the buy analysis is out the window. Uh-oh, someone hit stop loss. They've started
Yeah, I
crying.
removed my buy stop.
Yeah. Wow, this has to be the best month of this year here.
You see that wick on the hourly, 1477.13. That wick probably is gonna get filled.
Yeah, now if it's not heading up, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man, GJ is still dropping. Just crazy. See, GJ's
I think you're
correct.
good on. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, GJ's correcting the whole. This is when the election, the polls came out right here, 143,920.
Yeah.
It's corrected the whole move. I caught this little part over here somewhere. No.
Yeah, I still think you're good. I still think it's going to drop for a while.
I caught this little part here. That's it. Imagine someone caught all this. Wow. Did you explain your GJ sells? Yes. There was support at 145,600 right over here on Friday, and then we broke down the support in Asian session yesterday, And then the 9 p.m. Asian, the 4-hour candle was bullish, but it was respecting the same support. So I was like, okay, well, like if it's gonna head down, like it created a low over here at 145, 100. So there's a high chance this low might be retested in London. And how many times have I woken up in London session, no, in New York, and seen GJ move crazy in London session? A lot of times, all the time. So I was like, okay, well, what are the chances that it's going to come down here, fill this wick, and maybe continue further to correct this whole move down? So I took the trade with a 25 pip stop loss, opened 2 positions, and woke up and it ran.
Hey, Chris, remember that level we were talking about? Okay.
Okay. Hey, Raja.
No, he said,
I was hoping to get a live stream of my going on from Singapore as I trade Asian session. Do you have any advice how to go about that? Yep, just start the live stream. That's the best way to go about that. Mr. DS, no live trade, only drawing and saying how they was on the right direction. On the right direction. No, I was on the wrong direction here. Mr. DS. Oh, is that it's a troll? Okay. Man, the moderators aren't doing a good job here today.
This 30-minute has to close below 1478 for us to continue down. If it rejects it, then we can still go up.
Yeah, I believe that too.
I think GJ's going to start to flip in the next hour and start to head up now. It tapped right into my zone on the bottom perfectly, so.
Yep. Is gold coming back? Seems like it.
And I was pretty confident that this one is going to continue moving up.
Yeah, me too.
But, I guess not. Not today.
Yep, that's why we have stops.
Yeah. Gold did the perfect retail trick to tap out the sellers. Yeah.
I agree.
Gold did a fugazi over here. That's what it did. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
No way. Oh, buy stop activated.
Oh.
Buy stop activated.
Wow, as soon as you said that,
1479.50.
I immediately looked at the chart. I was like, what's going on? Oh my god. Everyone's a hype man now, eh?
No, because I was watching. I was like, why is it doing these things? That was just a fugazi move down there.
And if 4 hour flips, then
Yeah, we're good for 1484 if it flips, and looks like it's going to.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it looks like it.
Don't know how much news can push gold, but we'll see, because it's like low impact on building permit.
Yeah, this is a heavy zone over here. Really heavy zone over here. There's news coming in at 8:30 here soon. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Building permits. I don't think building permits is going to have that much big of an impact. But they're looking at bad numbers. Scalping is basically looking candle for candle. Yes, I think all time frames is basically looking at candle per candle. All time frames. Like if you look on the daily here on gold, you can see the daily this previous one broke the high of the previous daily candle. Next one created a wick. This current candle is now filling this wick over here. It actually broke the high of the previous one as well. You know, it's coming into a major resistance area down over here. So now the way it's moving, there's a very high chance it can come into these wicks, like around 1482, 1483 area. There's a very high chance it can come into and tap into that area. So it's all on chances. Looking at the 4-hour here as well. I mean, for the 4-hour to go bearish, it needs to close below 1470. I'd say like 1478 even for it to go bearish. But as long as it stays above 1478, it should continue moving bullish. Where is my stop for the buy stop? My stop for the buy stop just got hit and I'm done for the day. Yeah, it's a losing day here today. It's a losing day. I had gold buys earlier, it got stopped out. Well, I closed at -5 pips, then I had a buy stop at 1479.50. It just got hit and I'm out of the trade. I have had a losing day today. Well, no, I'm profits, you know, like but for New York session, it's losing day. Gold took my soul already. What do you think about USD CHF? Nothing. You need to post a chart.
Boom.
Boom. My buy stop on gold is activated. Please help, guys. Should I cancel? Well, that's totally up to you. If you are not confident in those buys, then you should exit those buys. If you are confident in those buys, you should put a stop loss and hold those buys. I had a stop loss, so it got hit, and now I'm out of the trade and I'm done for the day. Am I stressed? No. Am I afraid? No. Why? Because I'm not in the trade. So that's what you have to do. The main thing is whenever you're in a trade, you have to ask yourself, okay, am I confident in this trade or scared? If you're scared, you should exit the trade. It's very simple. You just got to exit. We were talking about this earlier.
People don't know how to trade gold and they get scared.
Yeah, the worst thing is they just copy.
Yep.
Like if you're gonna copy with your brain, not just with your eyes, just blind copying.
I seem to recall we talked about the zones that we were in. I seem to recall that if you go back to the 30-minute, Raja, we talked about this a bit. What did we talk about? We talked about this being a zone, right? This area here being a zone. And we talked about this area here being a zone. And what did we say? we said that we needed a candle to leave this zone for this to be valid. I strongly think that that's exactly what we said. Because this candle is still in this zone, there is nothing happening yet. And what did we say we needed? We needed a candle to leave this area here and then push up. This candle did not leave that area, neither did this candle. So there's no validity in the trade unless you are holding, assuming that this zone does not get broken. Because remember, one candle isn't going to break trend. So this candle can go deep into that zone, and then the next candle can pull all the way out. So you as a trader should have already mapped out your idea. And I think Rakeel mapped that idea out. He said, listen, I'm going to place my stop loss below this candle here. If it breaks, my trade is invalid. What was everybody else thinking when they were trading this? You have to be able to tell a story with your trade. Okay? You have to really be able to tell a story with your trade. If this support holds right here, then the trade to go up is valid. But you also need to understand that where are you placing your stops? Is your stop going to be below here? Is your stop going to be below here? That's the first thing that you have to set yourself up for, is where is your stop going to be and where are you comfortable based on the trade. That is what you have to understand, and that's what you have to get used to, is planning out the trade first. Exactly what we said. This area over here is a zone. This area over here is a zone. If we don't break this zone, we are moving up, but we have to wait for a candle to leave that area. If we break this zone, we're going down. We have to wait for a candle to leave this area and then start to move. You have to understand exactly what is happening in the market and how to adapt into the market. Just taking a buy because this candle was a buy makes no sense. Makes no sense, because what did we say? We have to have the next candle leave that area to continue pushing up. One candle does not mean change in direction. One candle does not mean we're breaking a zone. So you have to understand that, and you have to work through this, and you have to use logic and build a story. Right? So when you look at this trade right now, this is a very, very difficult trade for the average trader, because we're in this zone and this candle has not finished. This candle has not finished. It can break all the way down to here and in the last 5 minutes pull all the way back up again. You can't take a trade now. You can't turn around and take sells because we're breaking that zone either. So you can't turn around and do this. You can't turn around and say, well, Ted, because we're past this zone over here, I'm going to take sells now on this candle. You can't do that either, because the candle hasn't closed and there's a possibility that this candle pulls back into the zone and then shoots back up. There is a good possibility that that happens. So what do we have to do in this scenario? And this is something we talk about on a daily basis, is when this zone is created, and we'll go back to creating this zone, when the next candle pops into this zone and then leaves that zone, now we can start looking for a drop down to here. Same as when this candle pops out and you get a candle formation that looks like this, you can then turn around and take trades up. That is exactly what you need to focus on, and that's how you have to approach the markets. You can do this on any time frame. You can work off the higher time frames. It just takes a little bit longer. You can work off the smaller time frames. You just have to work on shorter ranges. But this is exactly what you have to do and what you have to remember every single time as you're trading. And I guarantee you, if you focus on this idea or this mythology of, hey, we haven't broken out of the zone yet, even though, right, even though this candle here has dipped out of the zone, even though it's dipped out of it, that's not enough confirmation. Because what if it turns around and comes back and shoots right back up? You don't have enough confirmation that the zone is being broken, right? Similar to here, when this candle shot up into that zone, we didn't have confirmation that it was going to continue up, because what happened? The next candle pulled back down, and then the next candle, look at the wick. It left this zone. It left it, and then went back right into where? That area right there. So that's a perfect example of how to trade out of a zone. You wait for the candles to leave that area. And when they leave that area, then all you have to do is you turn around and you execute, but you map out your story. So let's build a story. Very, very straightforward. Okay, we already know that this is, sort of a support resistance area. This is a zone we were targeting. We know that, you can turn around and say this whole big area is a zone if we're going to actually start going down. So what I'll do is I will give you a little bit more of a hint. So this is a huge zone on the higher time frames, right? So we know that. So if we are using this overall zone and saying, hey, this candle basically popped out but didn't have enough leverage or enough push to get out, and now we're dropping back into this zone, and all these candles are fighting in this zone. This candle now is my candle that's finally going to leave. What I have to see now is I have to see a candle that's going to form over here, and that's going to dip further down. Now, what do I have to see in terms of the direction of where we're going? Well, we have a zone over here that we can come to, and eventually a zone over here that we can come to. In the meantime, we have to be aware as we move down, there are all these little tiny areas of rejection that could possibly push ourselves back up. So now we have a plan. Okay? We have a plan now. So now what we do is we wait to execute according to that plan. So what we do is we visualized where we believe market is going, providing this candle stays the way it is, and the next candle forms similar to this, right? So you visualize that, and you can say, well, Ted, look, the candle's going further down, so this is going to negate the next candle. Well, if it does, then that is okay. That's okay. If this candle drops all the way into this zone, that's okay, because this trade is not valid anymore. That's okay. But what you're doing right now is you're visualizing, if I want to take a trade, I have to make sure that I'm leaving this area over here, and I'm now moving down to this area over here. If it happens and I can't get that trade, that's okay. But what the idea is a lot of times we're going to have a pullback to then turn around and go further down. So this is an opportunity where you say, hey, if we don't continue all the way further down and I get a pull up and then I get a drop afterwards, chances are the next candle's going to continue all the way down. Now, what can I do to support my argument about that? What can I look at to help me visualize this movement? So we are looking at this candle over here. Okay, so let me do this a little bit closer. We're looking at this idea right here, this candle. What are similar candles that have had the same idea? Right? As we start to go through, we start to see similar candles with the same idea. So now I have a little bit of extra confluence to say, hey, usually what happened was we had a big bearish candle and another one follow. We had a bearish candle and another one follow. We had a bearish candle and another one follow. So there's a good possibility that this bearish candle will have another one that follows. So now as you start telling the story and you start imprinting the plan in your head, now you can look at these trades and say, hey, I have an idea and I have a little bit more confluence or information behind that idea to say this will then potentially drop further down, because we're starting to realize that this area here could be a major resistance level and it could possibly break further down. So this is what you're doing. You're sitting waiting. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're sitting and waiting. If we believe we're going down, we're going to see another candle. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for another candle to pop up and then drive right down. That's what we're looking for. If we believe that this is going to hold, then we're looking for a candle to pop down and then drive up over here. And all we're doing is we're waiting within this zone over here. That's all we're waiting on. We're just waiting within that area right there to give us the confluence or the information that we need to go. So that's all you're doing. That's all you're waiting on. And you can turn around and say, well, Ted, I want to take a trade right now. I want to get in. Well, move your smaller time frames and adjust your ranges accordingly. But what do we know? The 30-minute and the hour time frames are usually stronger indications of confluence, of trend, of continuation. So it's easier to work on that. If you want to work on the smaller time frames, you can as well, but keep in mind they're a lot harder to work through because of the fact that you may have changes in directions that are rapid. So once again, let's wait to see what happens until we come out of that zone. And what you're going to do then is you're going to say, well, where am I placing my stop losses? Okay, perfect. Where are we placing our stop losses? If we believe that this candle is the beginning of a downward push, our stop loss is going to be above this area. Why? Because we as traders have to understand that at any given point, the trade can come right back into this area here. But if it continues to go up past our initial candle, the trade is invalid. Right? So now when you turn and you look to see where I'm placing my stop loss, if this is my stop loss, I have to measure out my risk, and then I have to measure out my reward and make sure of this, that my reward is greater than my risk. So I have to evaluate this scenario and this scenario before I place my trade, and I have to say, does that make sense? And if it does, then what I can do is I can execute on the trade. If my risk to reward does not make sense, it doesn't matter how much this candle moves down, there's no trade for me. You have to get used to this as a trader, that even though this candle's moving down, that your risk to reward does not make sense, then there's no trade. You have to get used to that. You have to get used to watching candles just fall or candles just rise without you being in a trade.
There's news coming in right now.
Yes, news coming in 1 minute. Let's see.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, all right.
Will it go down to the gray zone? Oh.
Ted?
Yes?
You wouldn't be bothered about this area if we didn't close below?
Well, that's what I'm saying, is more than likely this area here we're looking at a higher view, at a higher vantage point of this. That
Okay.
all these orders are coming out from that top part to go further down. I wouldn't be looking at the smaller parts. The fact that we have this massive rejection here now leads you to believe that this candle could pop right down to here. But then when people talk about trend lines, right, you have this magical trend line. And then, you know, people start using the trend line and they're like, oh, it's not breaking the trend line.
Yeah.
So have to be careful, because we could just drive right back up. But the news was good, right? I think.
Yeah, I think so.
News was, yeah, news was good. So that continued with the trend. Yeah, so that's how you would have done those trades, and that's how you would have been successful with those trades.
So it's safe to say that the buying analysis is out the window right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. Yeah, but I mean, you know what? It was valid at the time that we looked at the analysis. We were saying,
Yes.
hey, if we don't break support, then we're going up. But we broke support, we moved down. What I think people have to recognize is, like you said, Raja, you have to be able to place your stop first. Put a stop loss first before you start executing. That's the biggest thing. If you put a stop loss first, then you're comfortable. If you're not putting a stop loss, all you're doing is you're praying that the direction is going to go a different way. Right? And that's what people have to get used to, is placing stop losses before they execute a trade. If you weren't comfortable with putting a buy order in, or you put a buy order in, you should have lost maybe 2 or 3 pips at most. Because what you would have said is, you would have said, if gold drops below this support area, below this zone, then my buys are invalid. This here, this would have been your stop loss right here. If you had taken a buy, you would have said, listen, I expect to go up with this candle here to this level here. This would have been my stop loss, right? And this would have been my take profit. That's would have been the trade. That would have been the trade. So your stop loss would have been what, maybe 5 pips, 6 pips, and your take profit would have been 15, 20 pips. You would have had a valid risk to reward, and you would have taken the trade. There's nothing wrong with taking a loss. It's when you start taking a loss and you don't know why you're taking a loss, and you have not placed a stop, and now you're confused because the trade keeps moving downwards and you don't know where to close, or should I exit the trade, or is it coming back? That's the bigger issue when you look at trading. Is if you took Raja's trade or my trade and you said, hey, I wanted a gold buy, minus 5 pips for gold is nothing, because you can see in this candle right here, gold moved 30 pips, almost another 10 pips down over here. So you shouldn't really worry that much if you took a loss. What you should be worried about is, I don't know why I took a loss and I didn't have a stop loss put in properly. Ted, why did you not take this trade? Is it because of New York Open? I wanted the candle going away from the zone. I said that. And this candle to me was not going away from the zone, right? It finished in the way that it finished. This here was a pop-up to give you a chance to leave. If you took a trade, this little pop-up here at the top, that was your opportunity to get out of the trade before it plummeted down. Because what we would have needed to see is we would have needed to see a drop and then a push up first. The fact that the candle went up first is too scary as a trader, because what's happening, we're grabbing orders here to drive further back down. So that's the reason why. Okay. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of insight, a little bit of help. Can you please do analysis on a larger time frame like the 4 hour? Well, you can do the exact same analysis that I did on the 4 hour, doing the same mythology. Want to go to the 4 hour? Let's go to the 4 hour. So now your 4 hour candle, you can see here is a zone. We didn't break that zone. I would say potentially here is another zone. And we now have to wait for a new 4 hour candle to leave that zone and then continue down here if that's the case. Because right now we had 2 4 hour candles that left this previous zone and went up to the top. So now what we're defining is we're defining a range, that there's a possibility the next 4 hour candle will do something similar that we saw in the 30-minute candle, is maybe pop out of that zone and then continue to drive down. The problem becomes now, if you're trading the 4 hour, this becomes your stop loss, and this area here becomes your take profit. So now you have to say, okay, this is my reward and this is my risk. Does that make sense as a trade? Maybe not, because we can see right now we have a huge area of consolidation. We haven't moved from there. We want candles that look like this. We don't want candles that are going sideways. So now your 4 hour chart, there is not a valid opportunity because we're stuck in a range. So you have to then make adjustments, and you have to say, listen, if we break above the current range, I'll take buys. If we break below, I'll take sells. But I can't take trades off of 4 hour candles because of the way the 4 hour candles are structured. So that's where trading becomes more of a patience game when you're on the higher time frames. Because the smaller time frames, you could have got an easy trade, right? You could have taken a trade and took a sell off of the 15-minute candles, and you would have had a sell and you would have won. But you can't do that on the 4 hour candle because you have to wait for the candles to finish. So there you go. That's what happens on the higher time frames. You need a little bit more patience. So you have to sit back and you have to wait.
Looks like G just gonna continue down over here. In all that mess on gold, we missed the GJ sells here.
Oh,
Take a look at EJ. It reversed straight from my TP.
Yeah. This is going to keep coming down to fill this wick. If you look on the 15 minute, look on the 30, oh no, 30 minute right over here, 15 minute. Ooh, wow, nice trade on New Zealand CHF. I got GJ. Oh, nice, Alex. Oh, very, very nice. Oh, Alex had this first $1,000 day today. Beautiful. Oh, if you guys sent me messages in Slack, I'm not going to read them till afternoon. Because when I wake up, I look to do the live stream, so I'm probably going to look at later. Oh, what's this? I'm from West Africa. Connection almost bad today. Can you talk about EJ? Me is seems down. I think you need to post a chart first with your own idea. If it seems for you it's down, then you got to point out, okay, how down do you see this? But we're not going to talk about that because you didn't post a chart. Someone else posted a chart, so we're going to talk about that. TP1 1476, TP2 1474. This makes sense because I mean, if the news was good, price broke below 1478. I think it's going to take some time by like NYC Open or maybe like 10 a.m. Once the news gets absorbed into the market, I think gold will continue moving down. June was also talking about gold moving down earlier on. Because at first we were looking for buys above 1478, but I mean the candle closed below 1478 now.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to continue moving down. It's going to bounce around. It's going to make another small resistance, and then we're going to continue going toot toot toot.
Yeah, if it can retest 1478.50 like those wigs, that'd be perfect.
Once we break below 1476, next range is 1474. But where to enter? We don't know. There's no entry so far on this. Tashan. Tashan is sending his mixtapes to the fucked up group.
Oh, I
Yo,
want
when
to
are you
hear
gonna
that.
send me an invite to that?
Yeah, man. How can we get in? Oh, goals, man.
Yeah, gold's gonna continue moving
Ooh.
down.
Gold breaking hearts before Christmas.
Breaking house before Christmas.
Yeah, man. Killing people off.
Yeah, it's coming down here.
Yep.
It's gonna clean drop 1474. Can we enter sideways? Yes. Yes. Check. Is it better to use a chart pattern or is it better to use candlesticks? I think it's better to really understand what the candles mean, because all patterns are made by candles, and you really gotta work on knowing how the candles move. Like this one right here, I mean, this gold can either come straight down to 1474, or it's gonna, like, kind of like retrace, create a top wick like for the next hour, and then continue down. So pattern for that would be something like, coming down to create a low, kind of like retracing, creating a mini resistance, and then continuing down to the 1474 where this TP is. Let's see if I can try to get an entry here on gold.
Personally, I'm waiting for this hourly close, and then I could see it making a top wick before heading down.
Yeah. Yeah, because the next 1 hour candle is going to create a top wick, and then there's a high chance it's going to continue dropping. Man, those GJ sales from last night to set me up for this month. Oh, there we go. It's moving now. And coming down. Oh shit, coming down so fast.
It's so hard.
So hard coming down. That was the last trade for the day. Man, Asian session was wild. There was a little over trading. This morning was okay. GJ is also coming down hard. It's going to fill this wick. It's going to continue moving. Da, 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 da. Straight down. Wow, G just still falling over here. Fill the wick and continue moving.
It's gonna tap daily 14.
Well, I'm done for the day here today. I don't even know what else to do. Are you holding GJ? No, I closed everything on GJ like an hour ago. I've done enough damage here.
All right, fam. I got a demo at 9:30, so I got to get going.
All right, fam. Take care. Have fun.
Have a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
Take care, Roman.
Peace.
Peace out. Yeah, Ted broke those gold cells down very nice. He broke them down very nice. I think the stop loss was up over here above this candle. And TP way down over here, but it fell really, really nice. Half of the money I've made has been from Ted's analysis. You know, like you mean the man owns the broker, you know, and you gotta trust the guy who owns the brokerage at the end of the day.
Well, guys, I'm heading off as well. See you later.
See you later, brother.
Take care.
Take care, man.
Man, I don't know if it's me or it seems like it's a Friday today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's December, man. That's it. All this week's been the same.
I always laugh when we were on the stream and we take trades, and then someone says, "Well, Ted, you want everyone to lose on your brokerage so you can take their money." That's what I. When someone says that to me, I just have a chuckle, because here's one thing as a trader, coming from a brokerage owner, I want traders to win, because the more you win, the more I make. If you lose, there's a finite amount of money that you can lose, right? So if you only have $5,000 to your name, the most that you can lose is 5,000, but you have unlimited upside, which gives me more money in the long term than trying to have losing traders trade on my brokerage. It makes absolutely no sense. The days of brokers trying to steal money from people is gone. That is such a counterintuitive argument. It makes absolutely no sense. The longer you trade on my brokerage, the more money I make overall from you as a client. If anyone tells you that brokers want you to lose money on their brokerage, or that's the way that brokers make money, they're absolutely stupid. because the $100 that a broker would take from you, and that's it. You know how many clients they'll have to get to stay in business? They'll have to keep cycling and churning clients to get that $100 or that $50. It makes no sense. You as a brokerage owner should be nurturing your clients and teaching them. That's why I come here every day. Some people trade on my brokerage, some people don't. I don't care. But if you're a profitable trader, you mean more to a broker than a unprofitable trader, because as you grow, you're going to spend more money on commissions, you're going to execute more, you're going to make more money, and I'm going to make more money. Because if I have 10,000 profitable traders every day making money, that means I'm making money, rather than having 10,000 unprofitable traders that never come back to trade again. And then my client base decreases. That's what people don't understand. And I don't understand why people can't fathom that. It's like if you have a restaurant and your restaurant keeps poisoning people, no one's going to come back to your restaurant anymore. But if your food is good, you're going to have repeat customers, and you're always going to have a money-making restaurant. And I don't know where this idea of brokers want you to lose money came from. It makes no sense, because you have absolutely a finite amount of money to lose, but you have an infinite money to win. And that's why it's mind-boggling. And I feel like sometimes I'm in a paradigm where people are like, well, the broker just wants to take your money. It's like, no, I don't want to take your money. I want you to win. Like, fuck, any which way you can win, I want you to win. Scalp it, swing it, whatever you need to do, make winning trades every day, because the longer you win, the longer I win. Like, it's just, I don't know. I wish somebody could like sit down with me, like over like a McDonald's meal, or maybe like, you know, in a food court or at a library, and just explain to me the logic behind a broker wanting losing traders on their brokerage. I maybe I'm stupid and I need a grade 3 explanation on how it's advantageous for losing traders to be on a brokerage. I just want to know, because in the long term, the losing trader goes broke and I have no more clients. So I just want to understand that. If anyone wants to DM me, if you want to give me a call and explain to me the logic behind that, I will gladly just have a frank discussion, because maybe I'm missing something. So anybody out there who thinks that they understand how the industry works and how they want people to lose, just send me a DM. We'll get on a call today. I got lots of free time. I'm open today. And I just want to explain the logic. And I'm not going to argue. I just need to hear other people's perspective on why it makes sense to have a brokerage with a whole bunch of losing traders that basically eventually run out of money.
Yeah, that's the main thing. People got to take into consideration that people don't always redeposit, because that's it. They'll just call it a day.
Yeah.
There's no income then. That's not good. But, yeah. Mad.
Yeah, I just...
Tough concept for some people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, since 90% of traders lose, the market makers spend money on marketing, take their money. Yeah, but so this is the thing, right? So we know that 90% of people lose, but the idea is, once they lose, where do you get the additional clients from, right? Because the brokerage has expenses that they have to pay based on certain costs, right?
In the long term, I'd expect the 10% would pay off bigger anyway.
That's right.
Once it
Yeah.
remains, that would oversee that.
Yeah. Losing traders go to losing side of brokers, and winning go to winning side of brokers. So brokers know who their good traders are. Oh, no, 100% of brokers win, because a broker is a middleman. Non-important made the best statement. I trade over 1,500 lots a month. I value much more than nobody who trades his 100 lots and goes. That's correct. Don't the brokers make money off losing trader? Yeah, but okay, so this is where I don't think I'm speaking English. If you have $100, okay, let's go through this logically. If you have $100 as a trader, what lot size are you opening? Maybe a 10-cent lot, 5-cent lot, a penny lot. when the $100 is gone, out of those commissions, maybe I made $5, $7 out of that $100. The rest of it's gone to the liquidity provider. So your $100, I get $7, $10, you know, and now that's it. So the customer that I had made me $10 and no more. But what if I have a client that starts off at $100 and keeps growing to 200 to 500 to 1,000? Now, instead of making $7 or $10, I'm making $20, $30, $40. A broker can't be a market maker. A broker is a broker. Why do we want traders to lose? Thank you, Shingozi Truth. Brokers like losing traders is like Netflix only wanting to sell one person a DVD instead of selling them subscription. That is correct.
Yeah.
Pikachu returns for Christmas. Uncle Ted is stealing your money.
That's nice. Good work.
I'll explain. Oh, this is going to be good. I like Pikachu. Pikachu returns.
I do like his names. They change pretty well. Very comical.
Ted, if 90% of traders lose, why would you not give traders who sign up demo accounts? If you see they're making money, you put live money in their accounts. Why do I need to fund people? I don't understand that.
No. The concept makes sense without the funding part. But
honestly, you have to be a total noob not to know how brokers work. That's true.
Well, if you're doing this, you should know how to work.
Yeah, so there's some people understand my logic, so I'm glad I'm not alone. And some people still don't understand my logic. So I'm glad I'm not like crazy, because I thought I was crazy, but there's a few people in the chat that are explaining it in different ways. So it's good that I'm glad I'm on the right track. I just always thought that it was more important to have a good client base and people making money off that made more sense.
Yeah.
So
consistent income.
yeah. Oh, Francesco was right. I work for a broker here in the UK. Main profit comes from commissions and affiliate programs. Yep.
Big time.
I think the people who say that the broker wants you to lose or they're trading against you, they are the ones losing. The people who are winning understand how the brokers actually work.
Excuses.
Yeah, I mean, I just like in my vision, when I open my brokerage, I'm like, listen, if I can teach people how to be profitable and they're all trading like, you know, decent size accounts, I'm going to make a shit ton of money doing nothing. Like that's really what my logic was, is, you know, when I opened the brokerage, obviously create a fair trading environment. But man, it's like, if, you know, this stream opened up after I opened my brokerage, and it's like, man, if I can come on here every day and give people information that'll help them win, control their losses, respect their discipline, things like that, man, they're going to be so confident that they're going to grow their smaller accounts, or they're going to withdraw weekly and they're going to make money. It just made sense. I mean, I don't know. In my world is everybody can eat at the table, and not one person needs to not eat if they don't want to. Like, it's just cooperative capitalism. You don't need to make billions of dollars a year. You just need to make a little bit of money and make sure everybody else makes a little bit of money. That's all it comes down to. And, you know, you can turn around and I say this all the time. People are like, oh, that's bullshit, Ted. You know, that I don't understand why you think that way. Well, why not? Would you want to have a bunch of friends that are dying that can't make money? Or do you want to have a bunch of friends and people that you know that are making good money that you can have fun with? Like, it just makes sense. Like, you look at the community that we've grown, there's 900 people on this stream. Why wouldn't you want 900 people winning so that everybody's in a good frame of mind, everybody's in a good mood, everybody's enjoying life? Like, why wouldn't you want that for the next person? It makes no sense at all why you would wish another person to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like my goal is to make whoever wants to be profitable, make them profitable. If you're putting in the work, why can't I put in the work with you? It just makes sense. I don't know. The world's a scary place. Rookie brokers, I will come in for you in 2020. Mark my words. Well, there's no rookie brokers on this stream, so you're okay. Algos have already taken over the markets. Algos have been in the markets for a very long time. Maybe not every broker has the same integrity. Yep. No, I agree. There are brokers out there that are just there. So here's the situation. They're using the same business model that they've been using for the last 10 or 15 years, that they treat their clients like crap, don't give them customer service, and then, well, they've got nowhere else to go, and now they're stuck. And I looked at that as a huge gap in the industry, and I said that from the get-go of like, why are brokers treating people like crap? Brokers, like you as a trader, should be treated like royalty because you're helping this business grow. So I did the opposite, and I'm doing quite fine actually.
Quite fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ted was an IML, he'd be chairman 100. No, you know what? If I was an IML, I wouldn't be taking any money. If my people weren't making money below me, I'd be giving them the money. I wouldn't take money if my whole team wasn't making money. And I would be doing that. And I would screw up that whole multi-level marketing system. Is if the people at the bottom aren't having enough money to eat, I'd be taking it out of my pocket to make sure that they ate. And it wouldn't be, well, because you introduced 3 people, you know, you're going to make money. No, everyone on my team would have to make good money to live. Me and Forex Hub, we're going to change the Forex community. Well, that's good. That's the biggest problem I have with multi-level marketing is the people at the top are making good money and then the people at the bottom struggle. And all you do to help those struggling people is like, oh, don't worry, I'll come to your meeting for you and help you sell stuff. No, I'll put money in your pocket so that you don't have to do that. Ted, would you consider having demo accounts in your brokerage? There are demo accounts on my brokerage. You can open demo accounts on there.
I actually did that the other day, so I could play on MT5.
Yeah, you can open up MT4, MT5 demo accounts.
Yeah, I did that because I was going to try and use that for next year, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just had a little play, actually. First time I've been on it, actually. It's just a nice site, actually.
Yeah.
I was just being nosy, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's just at the end of the day, the world is such a cold place. It's only getting tougher. So as like if you're working with somebody in another country, another state of world, and they're legitimately trying to better themselves, and you have the opportunity to help them, you should be. I mean, it took me a long time to realize that, but it's you should be trying your best to help people who are legitimately trying to help themselves. Obviously, if you're lazy, I'm not going to help you. But I see people every day message me and they're like, they just want a little bit of encouragement or a little bit of help. You know, and that's really what you should be trying to do in anything that you do. And it's infectious because you're helping people. You don't know later on down the road if they're going to come back and they're going to be able to help you with something. And you're not looking for that, but it's just, that's just the way the world works. You give and you get back.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you say makes joining your broker worth other top brokers? Nothing. I think what you should always be doing is you should be trading with a brokerage that you feel comfortable with. You know, one that you like, that you get the service or the tools that you need out of them. I mean, there's hundreds of brokers, and that's the great part about having the selection. You can go around and test different brokerages out, see which ones you like, which ones you don't like, and stick with the ones that you do like. And there's no problem with that. And I always encourage people, don't come to me just because you know me and you know that I run a brokerage. Don't sign up. Maybe you have a bad experience with my brokerage and you don't like it. That's fine. I'm not going to take offense to that because some people don't want to trade on my brokerage for whatever reason. That's fine. I'm okay with that. My biggest concern is making sure that you're a profitable trader so that wherever you're executing, you're getting the best results that you can get. I've made enough money over my life. I don't really need much more. I mean, right now I'm on cruise control. I do bigger projects. I do bigger things. My goal now is to sort of help people get to where they need to be and then see, hey, what can we do for you on the next level? That's what successful people do. That's how I've been taught by other successful people, because there's only a finite amount of money that you do need to live every day, and you should be spending most of your day trying to get other people to that level as well and pushing them to get where they need to be, where they're comfortable. Demo accounts have the same spread as real accounts. Yes, they do. I opened a demo account for my 9-year-old son and he flipped a 5K to 25K.
Wow, that's some good going. Sign him up. Sign him up.
Exactly.
Good work.
Is it true many dodgy brokers got taken out with CHF a couple years ago? Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be bad brokerages. Like, don't get me wrong. It's the same thing with bad car salesmen, bad car dealerships, bad restaurants. There's always going to be bad. You as a person just have to do your due diligence. When you're a beginner trader, Ted, did you have difficulty sticking to your plan and sticking discipline? Nope. Because I never thought of trading as a be all end all. I never looked to make trading full time for myself. I just looked at it as it was a fun pastime. So there was never any pressure on me to do good or bad. So that's why I didn't have any discipline issues. Ted, with your algo, when do you take your portion? Well, I don't have an algo, but the algos that trade on the brokerage take every time there's a commission. If the Ted, can we really be rich from scalping Forex thing? Well, I mean, once again, you can be rich from a lot of things. I think you as a trader, or you as a capitalist, or someone creating an opportunity, should look at how you want to become rich, or if you believe you have to be rich. Maybe you only want money because you want to solve problems, but after that, maybe you don't need the money anymore. Maybe you're comfortable with a few $1,000s a day. How are spread each brokerage firm calculated? Well, spreads are calculated based on what the broker wants to set in terms of their commission rate, in terms of how they want to make money. Some brokers want to make more money. Some brokers want to make less money. It's essentially running a business. It's similar to running a restaurant. Some people charge $2.50 for a glass of soda. Some people charge $1, right? So that's what you have to look at. I just need money to buy an X5. Well, you can just buy an X5 right now. Can you share your brokerage monthly costs? Well, yeah, I got lots of monthly costs: customer service, support, technology, server costs, liquidity costs, what else? Hosting costs. There's lots of costs. Ted, you're a boss. How long did it take you to become successful in Forex? About 33 years, 34 years. How does a brokerage determine negative swap or positive swap for traders? It's basically the interest associated with holding the trade based on the exchange rates. Why not set a low profitable commission with 0.002 so more people will be attractive? Well, my spreads are comparable and my costs are comparable to many other brokerages out there. So why do I have to cut my costs when other brokerages have hundreds of thousands of clients all trading the same? When will TP be hit? Never. Do you guys have recommended brokers in USA? Nope. First question to Uncle Ted. Many bogus trading and brokerage firms use the name, firm registration number, and address of individuals who are FCA authorized. Well, Pikachu, you're obviously from the UK. FCA is great for the United Kingdom, but there's also other regulations throughout the world that go for other citizens. So we shouldn't be narrow-minded and just think FCA is the be-all, end-all. But at that point, with FCA comes limited leverage and different regulations. Ted, please explain the logic behind liquidity providers. Liquidity providers take money from prime banks or prime of prime banks, and they resell that flow to different people. So if you want, you can become a liquidity provider. Go to your local bank and set up an agreement with them and say, listen, I want to sell your flow. And what flow is basically the ability to buy and sell orders, and give me the cost per million that you want to sell at, and then I will upcharge that cost and I will go find clients that will take it. Do you know FX Pro? Do you have any thoughts? Nope. I don't know about any other brokerages. You have to talk to people that use those brokerages. Why is it that brokers don't accept US accounts? Because the US has decided to close its doors and not allow their people to trade outside the US. Similar, like Francesco said, it's important to choose a broker regulated by the FCA of the country where the customer is. Yes. So wherever you are, you should trade within that country if you want. If you trade offshore, you are now in a territory that has less jurisdiction. It's really up to your choosing where you want to go. You can buy a brand new car from the dealership. You can buy a used car from a used car dealership. You can buy a brand new car from a car broker. You can buy a used car from a new dealership. There's multiple different ways to do that. Does your brokerage have negative balance protection? Yes, it does. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. Where is it? Where can I find a good mentor who is easily accessible? I think you're here right now. How to learn and support and resistance better. Take a look at the channel.
This seems like Ted's live right now.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of turned into it.
Yeah, just answering questions.
Hey, it's like interview with Ted.
Yeah, I know. funny. All these questions have been answered like 10,000 times on these streams.
Probably only have to watch one of the recordings, and you'd know all the answers already because they'll all be on them every day, same ones.
Yeah, like it's almost funny that someone should go watch all these streams and summarize each of these streams onto a website and just basically be like, hey, Wix Don't Lie YouTube channel. Yesterday's stream, the main topics were this, this, and this. The stream before, the main topics were this, this, and this. And then people could use it could be like a guide, like a playbook guide. Be like, okay, go to this stream on November 24th.
But don't you think, because we do the same stuff every day, it gets boring after a week? Could do.
Ted, how do you deal with losing streaks? It's the same way you deal with winning streaks. Holy cow.
Is your brokerage fake free? What does that mean?
Yeah, that's why I didn't even read the question out
Yeah.
loud. Is someone fighting a moose? Ted, do you think funded accounts are a good idea? I don't think they are. I think funded accounts need restrictions on them, and I think funded accounts should be more of a rewarded account. So you give an account, say you give someone, I did this yesterday, on one of my giving days, I gave someone a $500 account, and I said every time they make 10% above $500, I will match that profit. So if they make 10%, they make $50, I'll add $50 to their account. Because what that does is it incentivizes them to continue growing, but then they're not chasing because they know that they're going to get a little bit of a bonus. That's
Go on.
that's how funded accounts should work. You should give them a step approach where you keep growing with them, and then eventually be like, hey, you're on your own now.
I was going to say, funded accounts, aren't they normally like a monthly subscription thing?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of variations of the funded accounts. Some people, there's restrictions. You can't go below a certain loss threshold, things like that. But I would never give someone a funded account based on demo results. I would never do that. That's the dumbest thing that you can do. I would want someone to put skin in the game and show me their results, and then say, hey, okay, we'll give you a bonus based on those results that you've done so that you can continue to grow your account.
Seems to me the funded accounts add a bit of extra pressure.
Yeah.
It's hard enough as it is, and you've got that added bonus that you're putting out more money each month just to, prove yourself, which is a tough game. You do that already though, Ted, or something with good performers. You're not really
Well, we're building that we've been trying to build that for the last year. I just haven't gotten around to actually opening it up on the brokerage, but the incentive campaign where traders who trade well will get bonuses based on a number of factors, and it'll be on a leaderboard, and the top 10 or 20% will get bonuses to their account every month based on multipliers. And you'll be able to see that. So it'll be above and beyond sort of the copy trade. It'll be a different way for people to earn extra money.
Yeah, I'm sure we spoke about that. Yeah, it's a good idea. I think that's a good incentive.
What if you put 500 in an account and let someone run up to 50K? Well, that'd be fun.
I'll give it a go.
Ted, do you take commitment of traders into your analysis at all? Nope, because Forex is decentralized. So I don't want to look at just one group of traders trading. I just want to look at the overall picture and not be blinded or clouded by those ideas. Think about it this way. If all these magical reports, indicators worked and they were consistent, why couldn't we just always just use that information and say, hey, based on this information, this is going to happen, and use that every single time? That's the biggest thing. When will gold hit 1474? Probably in the next half hour. I would say probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. Losing day today? What?
Yeah, I had a losing day today overall.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you had you had the gold sells twice. No, you had a gold buy. Okay. Oh, Raja Banks going into Christmas holidays as a loser.
What a loser! Look at this guy.
You spelled losing wrong.
I don't give a fuck, man. I'm an immigrant.
That's losing day. It's 1-0. Sorry, it just bothers me when I see errors.
Losing. So why is it goose? Goose. It's something I never understood about the English language.
Yeah,
Goose.
but there's loose versus loosening, right? So loosening means that you're opening something up or you're expanding it. Losing means that you've lost. So goose is an animal.
Man, that makes no difference at all. It's still a word in the spelling. Goose should be loose the same way. It's like Knife. First time someone told me Knife. This was like in second grade. Knife. No, it's knife. K is silent. It doesn't make any sense. Why is K silent?
Man. There you go.
GJ is dropping and gold is dropping.
Yeah, gold's on its way. Gold looks like it's going down to 1474, I think. There we go. When will gold hit 1474? Well, it's on its way right now. We did say in 20 minutes or so, so it looks like it's on the way. Looks like Yusuf Afghanizai is waiting for 1474 to close his trade. Now it retraces back up before the half hour ends. Well, this 30-minute candle that's finishing right now on gold should fill the wick in the next 5 minutes, and the new 30-minute candle, so you should be able to close your position at 1474. I closed gold at 200 pips. Congratulations. Victor Valencia, gold baby, the whole family getting good presents this year. Even better. Happy for that. Everyone has a good holiday season. Well, there's also like the Z versus Z, right? So the Americans pronounce the letter Z, and then we pronounce it in Canada as Z.
Yeah, it's also H versus H.
Yeah.
What do I think about GJ? GJ is in a predicament right now. I wouldn't want to touch GJ.
Yeah, it's got no business being there.
Yeah, gold is holding support at 1475.
Mm-hmm.
I sold my mom for $500 and opened a Forex account with money, flipped it to 31, and bought my mom back. It's good to hear.
Go get your mum jokes out.
It's always funny. I can always tell people that are English because they spell mum M-U-M.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Same as
it's
you
a
guys.
it's a dead giveaway when it should
Yeah.
be M-O-M.
Well, it's the same as you guys spelling colour. You
Yeah.
spell well, you guys spell it wrong, obviously. So
C-O-L-O-U-R.
yeah, see, that's proper.
Yeah.
See, so you spell it that way. So it's Americans, isn't it? Spell it O-R.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. I brushed you with the same brush. So.
Yeah, Americans just they use the simple spelling.
Yeah.
That looks like the hour on gold is bouncing back around. So that's a good support, I guess. 1474 was a good support.
Yeah, seems pretty solid. Vehicle. Oh, let's not start that because we start talking about aluminium and stuff.
Some people are buying gold with no charts. That's good to hear. I like people that do that.
Buy gold, buy gold.
Yeah. Does stop loss provide protection over the weekend? Not really. Wednesday is hump day. It asked Campbell if it's happy about it? Yeah, I guess. Ted, you sure it'll go to 1474? No, not really. I thought it would go in the next 15 minutes, but it looks like the last candle finished with a sort of a rejection area, so it doesn't look like it's valid anymore.
Yeah, to be fair, the move from 78 to 74.5 was pretty good.
This might be a massive test up, right? You might get this to go up again and then drop back down. Who knows?
I was looking at the daily earlier and I wasn't really sure what it was going to do.
It's just, I mean, once again, when you look at where we went into, we tapped into that area, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So. In my opinion, gold will go to 1470s, which will trigger pumps to 1490s. Yeah, I mean, that's possible as well. I just said 1474 or 1475 is a very hard support, so we didn't get there.
Yeah, bigger time frames, that makes a lot more sense, the 70 to 90.
Yeah, I broke my rules today. I took a trade. Shouldn't have taken a trade today. Not good.
I did well today. I just came for the social side.
Yeah.
Any trades today? Well, I did earlier in Asian, and was it?
Good opportunity.
Please, Raja, one more time. I need to correct my chart setting in TradingView. So show us your setting on the chart. My TradingView chart setting? I mean, it's not going to help you trade better. I can tell you this right now. I don't know if this helps or not. But there we go. I guess this is enough. When do you take a break? I'm gonna take a break on Friday. Well, I'm gonna wrap up my week now too. After tomorrow. Gonna come back on the 10th.
Yeah, that's a nice break.
Binary options are still around? Jeez, I thought that died like a long time ago.
I've never looked into that ever. Never. I thought that was the biggest scam ever made, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Used to always see posts of, oh, come and do this, come and do this. I thought, nah. Are you doing an Ellen week, Ted? By the way, I meant to ask. That's what I was gonna.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, cool, man.
I'll just jump on randomly and see what I can do.
That was interesting yourself. It was
Yeah.
brilliant. It's not. Some of them people, man. It was awesome. Real
Yeah,
nice.
it's good to see. Good to help people out.
That Scottish dude was cool. I like
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, his wife actually messaged me afterwards too.
Yeah. Oh, for real, man. That's nice.
So that's good.
Yeah. Are you going to get time to do that poker thing this week, you think?
Yeah. Try and get that done.
I'm trying to think about it. Do you think there's a way you could do it where we've got like we've got now, like a Zoom chat?
Well, you can basically every table has a little chat box you can type in. It's just more of just making sure when we open up a home game, everyone gets the code for the home game.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody really won anything yesterday. It was just more of just random discussions and things.
Just a normal afternoon.
Yeah.
Are you crazy? You're fucking.
Is that that dude in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's a good one.
you fucking you.
You fucking fucker.
They proper lose it. Yeah.
Okay, who is here? Gartik. Gartik, are you here? No, Gartik's not here.
Oh, I thought he was.
Gonna do some legs today. It's a leg day today.
Leg day.
Leg day, and then picking up my suit later on.
Oh, that one had it. It's
Yeah.
finished. Nice, man. That looked
Yeah,
good.
it's done.
When do you leave then? Are you? Is that soon?
The 26th? Yeah, I'm leaving on the 26th.
After Christmas. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
In 10 days, I'm leaving and then coming back January 7th.
Ah, a decent trip. Nice.
Yeah. And then my wife is coming back on the 22nd.
Oh, she's staying longer. Ah,
Yeah,
see?
she's staying. That's good.
Oh, you got a free rank.
Oh, that's marvelous.
Bruh.
Marvelous. Might go to Mexico for a week after I come back.
Well, you know that house.
Oh.
That house is going to be a mess.
Yeah.
Literally before the day she turns up, it's like, bam, I'm back clean.
I cannot leave this man alone.
Yeah.
She's taking the kid, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I dream for them days, dude.
Yeah.
See, my missus has been away for 2 days with some work stuff, and God, it's been hard work. Good fun, though.
How do I send that? How do I add that scrolling text you have on your screen? This is on XSplit, the software. That's how I have it.
There's one there about 2020 goals. Can you imagine what the stream's going to be like this time next year? It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's like. Well, this is the end of the road over here, and I'm gonna head off.
Nice one, dude. Have a good leg
Alright,
afternoon.
take it easy.
Take it easy.
Yep. See you later, guys.